Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Brianna. If you don't know me, it has been a while since I posted. I just felt I was in a very, I would say dry season, but honestly it was of my own doing, because the Lord was clearly speaking to me, but I was just like, our flesh gets in the way and we try to ignore it. And that's what I was doing. And I have been my ears have been opened, my eyes have been opened, and I've just gone through a lot of changes in these months that I haven't been posting. So I just want to share a little bit where I'm at first. I obviously, you background, like I am moved into my own place now, so I'm living by myself, which is insane because it's just, the economy right now is not the best, but the Lord does always provide, and I will get into that. But yeah, I am actually getting married in like less than 50 days. And so that's another big thing that has been keeping me very busy. But I know that it's not an excuse, and I was using that as an excuse as why I wasn't posting, but I'm not gonna be doing that anymore. The Lord's just been really showing up in my life a lot, and even when he wasn't, like, I still had a lot of faith in him, but even more so now, it just feels like he's really with me, guys. Like, you have no idea how much he's done in just like since the beginning of the year till now. It's been insane, just to say the least. But I've been kind of stagnant in my relationship with the Lord, I would say. I always like read my word more like a routine and not because I like wanted to seek him sometimes, and I feel like that's really raw and honest, and not a lot of Christians like to talk about it. You can get so used to their routine, you can get so used to his presence, you just can get used to like anything about it when you've been a Christian for a long time. And like, I was raised in the church, but I wasn't like a Christian yet until I got saved like 2024. So since then, like, my relationship with God has gone up and down. Like, it's been a roller coaster, but I've still always believed in him and been as faithful as I could. But yeah, I just feel like a lot of people in our generation were just so used to like going to church, doing the fun things, hanging out with people at church, and all these like, things that we're supposed to be doing, but not with the right heart posture. And I feel like when we're doing all that stuff, it's very easy to lean on yourself, lean on your own understanding, lean on your own strength. And that's what I kind of saw myself doing, that I was doing it all on my own strength, and I was like, this is not really working out well for me right now. So I decided to really take my relationship with the Lord more seriously. Not that I wasn't, but I just felt like there's always more that you can do for the Lord, and like more that he has to offer when you're like actually truly being obedient and just seeking him like because you want to, and not because it's a routine or because you have to, right? We get to serve the Lord, we get to like, commune with him, like we get to do all these stuff, we get to like go to church, and it's kind of crazy to think about, but in other places it is not like common. They can't do that. It's banned in some places, and we just take it for granted, and I just feel like that is terrible, and I'm definitely guilty of this. But there's always repentance that is available, so, and forgiveness. But anyways, I've been speaking to the Lord, and I really felt like he was urging me, specifically last night. I've been getting prophetic words, but this one I was like asking him last night, and I was like, Lord, okay, I know you want me to like start posting again, I know you want me to talk, I know you want me to open my mouth and speak, but like, what do I talk about? Like, I feel like I ran out of ideas, and the Lord was like, Isaiah. And I'm like, Isaiah? I don't really like Isaiah. Like, I mean, the book's great, but like, that's not one of my favorite books. But then he was like, 50. And I'm like, Isaiah random, but I guess I'll look into it. And so I did. I just want to read you not the whole chapter. The chapter isn't actually really long. It's like 11 verses. But the verse or two verses that he highlighted to me was Isaiah 50, 10 to 11. And it says, "Who among you fears the Lord and obeys his servant? If you are walking in darkness without a ray of light, trust in the Lord and rely on your God. But watch out, you who live in your own light, and warm yourselves by your own fires. This is the reward you will receive from me. You will soon fall down in great torment." And I just see some notes that I have to that one. It just says, trusting God, not ourselves. That's what I put down. I don't even know when I wrote this, but reading this back, the Lord has just revealed to me that I was doing this. I was living in my own light. I was living in my own strength. I was doing it all on my own, and it just obviously wasn't turning out for me, because we are not meant to do life alone. We are meant to give our worries and our cares to the Lord, and he ultimately is supposed to help us, and he wants to, like, he desires to help you. You just gotta let him. And like, I don't know, I'm guilty of this because I'm like the eldest daughter and very hyper independent, and in this season I've had to learn how to humble myself, how to serve, and like really ask for help, which is such a big no for me. But I really had to force myself, and it's been uncomfortable. I mean, it always is, asking for help, but the Lord desires to help you, and I feel like that is really clicked for me, because I'm like, okay, he wants me to come to him, like, let me come to him, you know? Right now you're in the season of darkness, and you're looking for that little bit of light, right? The little bit of light. The Lord wants to be that, right? And for him to be that, you gotta trust him. And it's like any other relationship. How do you trust, your partner? How do you trust your friend? Because you spend time with them, you read your word, you share stuff, and they keep whatever you gotta say to themselves. Like, and the Lord does that, and he just wants to be your friend. He wants to be that light in whatever darkness you're in right now. And I don't know, I just felt like when I was relying on my own strength, I was very in a dark place. I would say like the end of last year, even as I posted that like last 2025 video, I was internally not the best. I was just dealing with a bunch of stuff. But now, because I've let the Lord into my life more, because I've let him, touch these, parts of me that I was like, no one can touch, no one can know. Because I've let him into all that and like done the work, like, guys, I've been doing the work to get down to even just a childhood, guys. Like, it sometimes does go that deep. But because I've let him into all of that and let him heal those parts that I thought I was fine from it, I was healed from it, you're probably not. And you need to like surrender that to the Lord, because I've been telling you guys the blessings that have come. Like, I would not have been able to afford this place like by myself. Like, the Lord and also has blessed me and my partner so much with just our family members being supportive, our friends, like they've just been like blessing us more than we could ever imagine. And I'm like, none of this would have been possible if me and both my fiance would have just kept it to ourselves, kept fighting for this by ourselves, and I mean, I'm in such a different place than I was last December, and it's crazy to see what happens when you like actually trust the Lord, when you actually surrender and give it all to him. Like, he, oh my goodness, like, he turns it all around. And I've just been more connected, honestly, to like hearing him And I've noticed that because I don't have that set routine, like I gotta read my word every day, which you should, but it's like, don't make it feel like it's like a routine, because it can very easily become a routine, guys. Like, you think it's not, but then a couple weeks later you're like, oh, you're gonna like dread reading your word because you made it a routine to read every single day, when in reality, like, you should be also talking to him more than, like, I don't know, like, it should be equal, but it's like, I just have found myself speaking to him more, like, than ever. Like, I pray way more than I read, and I feel like that's how I've been able to hear him more. And I don't know if this might work for you, but like, it's been working for me. And of course I've been reading my word, but I just have found that he's like highlighting books and verses, and I would just open my Bible and flip to something, and that's exactly what I need in that moment. And it's like, the Lord just speaks in so many different ways, but we just have to like tune our ears, open our ears, right, to just his voice, because his voice is amazing. And he really just wants it to be a conversation. A lot of times I found myself just, you know, my relationship with the Lord was more like a monologue instead of a dialogue. And it's just like, you know, like, you just have to treat it like it's any other friendship in your life or relationship. Like, it takes two. Like, you guys both speak, and that's how you guys are good. And so it's like the same thing with the Lord. This whole section of Isaiah 50, the title of this is The Lord's Obedient Servant. So from verse 4 to 11, I encourage you guys to read it, because there's one part where it says, verse 5, the sovereign Lord has spoken to me, and I have listened. I have not rebelled or turned away. So it's like, doing the will of God will be hard, but it's like so worth it. It's worth more than anything. Like, it is so good to know that you listen to the Lord and you obeyed him, and he blesses you because of it. And it's like, wow. Like, and just even being obedient, and like, when he tells you to go talk to someone and tell them about God, do it, guys, because you have no idea how much it changes lives. Like, I just saw one of my friends get baptized, and that never would have been possible if I didn't tell her that day about my church and like God and my story. Like, it does push people to give the Lord a chance. And so and also at the end of the day, our calling and our calling is different, but our whole main purpose on this earth is to tell people about Jesus, telling them about the good news. And I feel like more than ever, with everything that's going on like around the world, we need to be like sharing the good news and like just stirring up hope, because it's a very dark world, and without the Lord, it's gonna get darker. But thank God he is with us, and he's so faithful. And so it's hard doing the will of God, it's hard trusting him, but it's so worth it. And you just build it by spending time with him, talking to him, just giving him even the parts that you were like, no one will ever know about this. Like, he already knows, but like, he wants you to come to him with it so that he can help you heal from it. And of course, like, sharing your problems to trusted like individuals in the church are good as well, and your godly friends, right? That's also very good, to seek advice. But at the end of the day, only the Lord can really help you and change you, you know, inside out. So yeah, guys, it's more like an encouraging word today, but I don't know, I pray you guys got something out of it. I'm gonna try to be posting again consistently, because that's what the Lord has commanded me to do, so I will be doing that. Yeah, guys, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and God bless you.